The LouieTeeNetwork is powered.
I'm ready for some football. I don't know about you. Who else could it be but your man Lou? Yeah.
The LouieTeeNetwork is powered by MusicHead University. MusicHeads, classes in session. Turn me up. Enroll on YouTube now. Link is in the description.
Who else could it be? To me, your man, Louie T. Welcome to Wildcard Weekend Overtime. Niners, Eagles. Pretty good game, I would say, wouldn't you? Wouldn't you say that was a good game? Huh? On three. Cancun, everybody. 1, 2, 3. Cancun. 2 tickets to Cancun. I'm at the front desk to reserve your room. 2 tickets to Cancun. Pack your bags, I'll see you in June. Celebrate! Our season is complete. The Philadelphia Eagles are sitting right next to us on the couch where they belong before Dr. Martin Luther King holiday. Isn't it beautiful? We all sunning and funning together in the NFC East like the good old times. Shout out to the San Francisco 49ers for getting it done, getting these bastards up out of here nice and early. No need to sweat it out next week against the Rams. Get these bastards out of here. They've been teetering on losing games all season long, finding ways to win against teams that didn't know how to get it done in these clutch situations. But the 49ers said, not on my watch. And now those boys are sipping Mai Tais with us. Hey, let me get 2 more of those. Philly, you want yours? On the rocks? On the rocks for the Eagles. Hey, celebrate. Ha! Let's get to the San Francisco 49ers who got it done tonight, 23-19 over the Philadelphia Eagles. Gutsy performance by Brock Purdy, overcoming the 2 interceptions that he tossed in this game. I thought he played really well despite those interceptions, made some big plays with his legs, including the touchdown pass, which he had to step up into the pocket, kind of attack the line of scrimmage, suck the defense up, and find Christian McCaffrey, who also was fantastic in this game. Tough Eagles defense to run against. McCaffrey still got it done. I think when it was all said and done, he might have made it to 80 yards rushing. I lied. 48 yards rushing for McCaffrey. I was tripping. I'm thinking about that big catch. That was not a run. That was a catch on the double, the pass from Jawan Jennings, which was a gorgeous throw. Even better catch by McCaffrey. He probably had 100 all-purpose yards, though. McCaffrey, 66 yards, including the 2 touchdown grabs, including the big one over the shoulder. What a gorgeous catch by McCaffrey. He had over 100 yards, 114 all-purpose yards to be exact. But what about Demarcus Robinson in this game, man? We talk about all of the weapons that the 49ers don't have, and they lose George Kittle in the first quarter of this game to a ruptured Achilles. That's a tough one because at his age, he just got the new contract, but at his age, like, how significant of an injury is this to George Kittle and his future as the tight end of the San Francisco 49ers? Good thing for them is Jake Tongans has played a lot of football this year, and it's been really good for them. And I've talked about this with the Bears yesterday, how you build up a callus. When you've dealt with something all year long, you build up tolerance. You build up a callus for it. And thus, when you're faced with it at the most critical juncture of your season, it doesn't faze you because you've done it. The 49ers have dealt with injury all year long. So when George Kittle goes out of this game, when there's no Ricky Pearsall to start this game, you're like, we've done this before. Tonjes has played a bunch of football this year. Other guys have stepped up this season when injuries have become an issue. And so what happens? Jake Tonjes steps up. What happens? Kyle Juszczyk turns into the second coming of George Kittle. He's catching everything, right? They were talking about in this telecast that they talked to Kyle Shanahan, and he was saying that Kyle Juszczyk was fussing at him, talking to him like he was Julio Jones, like, you need to get me the football more. He was catching everything tonight. Shout out to Kyle Juszczyk. He was fantastic. But Demarcus Robinson stole the show. He stepped up from the word go, that first possession, the 55-yarder, set the tone for this game for what he would be and his role in this 49ers upset victory on the road. The Eagles don't give up a bunch of explosive plays because they play that shell defense. They gave up explosives today. They tricked them one time with the double pass to McCaffrey, but that one that Purdy threw to Demarcus Robinson on the first possession was a thing of beauty. Layered it over Quinyon Mitchell, who had himself a whale of a ball game with 2 interceptions. But he also got cooked early in this game on the McCaffrey catch down to about the 6-yard line on that play there, and then the touchdown to Demarcus Robinson, all on Quinyon Mitchell. But when it's all said and done, Demarcus Robinson was fantastic tonight. And when you look at what the 49ers collectively have been able to do, overcoming injuries, overcoming adversity, this is on brand for who they've been this season. So I'm not surprised nor shocked that they were able to do this. My reverse Jedi mind trick bullshit actually worked because I said, oh, this game's not going to be close. And I actually got into a shouting match with my dad about a month ago, right? He was in his feelings. We were talking about something. He got in his feelings. And I told him that the Eagles didn't have a shot at winning the Super Bowl this year. And he's like, you know better than that. They got a damn chance. You telling me that? I said, yes or no? Are the Eagles going to win the Super Bowl this year? I don't know. I said, I can tell you definitively they're not winning the Super Bowl. And he's like, well, I don't know. And you can't say they ain't going to win the Super Bowl. And I said, okay, we're going to see. So he got all pissed off at me because I told him they ain't winning the Super Bowl because I called them trash. They were playing it. The matter of fact, it was the game they were playing Buffalo. I said, the Eagles are trash. He said, they ain't no damn trash. And we got into it. And I said, they're not winning the Super Bowl this year, bro. So I used my Jedi mind trick bullshit before this game. Like, this game ain't going to be close. The Eagles going to win this game. It ain't going to be good. And the whole time in my mind, I'm like, come on, San Francisco, you dirty dogs, you slide devils, you. Come on, San Francisco, take me home, baby. They got it done. And Kyle Shanahan is a genius, man. I think I text that to the Kings at least twice during this game. I think the first time I called him a genius was when he faked the toss to Christian McCaffrey on the first possession and then threw it to Demarcus Robinson. It's just I always admire the sharp offensive minds in the NFL because they take the routine shit, the easy shit, and they do it. And it's not hard. I've always said it's not hard getting your best players of football. You don't think every team in the league knows Christian McCaffrey's going to get – the man had 100 catches this season. That's a running back. You don't think teams want to take Christian McCaffrey away? And every week they can't. And then Kyle says, you know what? Because he's such a weapon, I'm going to use him against you even when he doesn't touch the football. So on this play, I'm going to put him in the backfield. I'm going to fake the toss. What do you think that's going to do to the underneath defenders? It's going to move them out of the way. And now I've got a clear shot back of the end zone, dig route to Demarcus Robinson in front of Quinyon Mitchell for the touchdown. Simple shit with massive results. And then the other time I called him a genius was the double pass, right? You know, this is an aggressive Eagles defense, but they play shell coverage, so you don't get behind them. You got to give them eye candy. So what does he do? He dresses it up with a couple of little tosses, reverse, and here comes Jawan Jennings, and Reed Blankenship gets lulled to sleep. Go to sleep, go to sleep, go to sleep, Reed Blankenship. Put his ass to sleep. Get him a blankie, and read him a bedtime story. Put his ass to sleep. Give him a pillow. Rocked him to sleep. Rock-a-bye, baby. Put him to sleep. McCaffrey over the shoulder. Gorgeous. Kyle's a genius, man. I said the same thing about Sean McVay yesterday. Simple shit. Everybody knows that Puka Nacua is getting the football. So what does Sean do? Put him in the backfield. And then what does he do? Runs basically a seam route with him against a backer, no less. Easy money, man. Like, it's not hard when you sharp, when you get it. Kyle gets it, man. No Kittle, no Pearsall, no problem. Demarcus Robinson, who I love. If you've watched me for any amount of time, you know I love me some Demarcus Robinson. As a matter of fact, he was one of my guys on the short list of receivers that I wanted the Commanders to sign last year in free agency as like a low-level signing of a guy that, look, Demarcus Robinson been to the playoffs every year of his NFL career. He knows about winning. And so he affects winning. They haven't used him all season long. He was kind of just there, hanging around. And then when they needed him the most, in the biggest game of the season, he steps up and turns in his biggest game of the season. Shout out to Demarcus Robinson for getting it done. And just shout out to the 49ers for stepping up in a situation where you're down a bunch of guys. Trent Williams gutting it out. It's a testament to who they've been. And then I can't say enough about this defense, man. Robert Saleh and the job he's done this season. I know the Eagles are ass on offense. And there were opportunities. A.J. Brown had about 16 drops today. We'll get to him in a little bit. But you still got to give this 49ers group some credit. They've got so many injuries. They don't get any pressure on the quarterback. Robert Saleh's got to manufacture pressure. And it's amazing watching them be able to find a way to affect the quarterback, to get into the coverages that they need to. They show blitz, all-out pressure. They drop out of it. Don't give Hurts any window to throw the football into on that 4th and 11 at the end of the game. Guys like Marcus Siegel stepping up, in space, tackling guys like Devontae Smith. I love Upton Stout. He had a big 4th down stop early in the game. I thought it could have been a pick 6 if you'd got his other hand in there. I'm like, Upton, take that bitch to the crib. That's a residential call, my man. Pick the phone up. So I can't say enough about this defense, man. Started off a little slow against the run. They were getting pounded early. Pounded. Diddy style on the ground. I mean, baby oil and all. They were getting harassed on the ground in the first quarter of this game. And then they finally kind of got their bearings, were able to then show some backbone, stopping the run. They had to bring guys up for support. And you saw guys come up like Lenore and make tackles. They start blitzing off the edge. Testament to, what's the white linebacker, 49? I don't know his name. He played a whale of a ball game, right? They're down to their 3rd, 4th, and 5th linebackers, I believe. Maybe 4th, 5th, and 6th. I don't know at this point, right? It had to be 4th, 5th, and 6th because you lost D. Winters, you lost Bethune, and you lost Fred Warner. So you got to be down to your 4th, 5th, and 6th. And those boys was out there cooking, man. Their white linebacker, 49, I don't remember what his name was. He played better than just about any linebacker we had all season long this year. They were hooping out there, man. Shout out to the 49ers for piecing together a roster that could go on the road and knock off the defending Super Bowl champions. I can't give enough credit to Robert Saleh and John Lynch and Kyle Shanahan and that group for figuring this shit out, man. No excuses, bro. This is a no-excuse league. Nobody cares about your injuries. Everybody's got them. How you going to handle them? Next man up. And that's exactly what they did. And we talk some shit about Brock Purdy sometimes. I'm a Brock Purdy fan. He sold me, right? I'm a believer. I'm a believer in Brock Purdy. Those 2 interceptions were brutal, right? Brutal interceptions. You can't do it. But when they were down 20-19, and they had to have it. When they were down 19-17, and they had to have it. He went and got it. Play after play after play after play, whether it was him using his legs, whether it was him using his arm, he made it happen. I've seen him do it before, and I don't think this will be the last time I see him do it in a big pressure-packed situation. What a win for the San Francisco 49ers. I think this is one of Kyle Shanahan's best wins of his NFL coaching career. It's not the most significant. Clearly, he's been to Super Bowls before. So it's not his most significant win. I think it's his best win. To go on the road against the Super Bowl defending champions with all of the guys that they have down. You came into the game without Ricky Pearsall. You came into the game with Trent Williams, not necessarily at his best. You came into this game trying to figure out how do we manufacture offense, and you lose George Kittle basically in the first quarter of this game, and you got to figure this shit out. And Demarcus Robinson steps up, and Kyle Juszczyk steps up, and Jake Tonjes steps up. Christian McCaffrey is Christian McCaffrey, and you get a big catch and run and a touchdown toss from Jawan Jennings. Everybody did their part. Everybody chipped in, and then don't get me started about this defense. Hell of a performance by the San Francisco 49ers. You go to the Eagles side of things, and this is a tough one if you're Philadelphia, but if you're a fan of the Eagles, you probably saw this one coming. I texted Brunson after the game, and I said, I got an extra ticket to Cancun. Let me know if you want it. And he was like, bro, we left for Cancun at halftime, bro. So Eagles fans knew what time it was, man. They, like, the ones in denial, they were the ones telling you that they were going to win the Super Bowl again this year. But the real fans knew there were too many red flags, too many warning signs that this team didn't have it. I told you, how many times do I have to say it? And I didn't want to keep repeating myself and sounding like a broken record. But I had said so many times, this team felt more like the 2013 team, not like the 2022 team, right? Not like the 2024 team and the two teams that made it to the Super Bowl that were dominant. This felt like the 2023 team that flamed out at the end of the season, limped into the postseason, and got cooked by the Tampa Bay Buccaneers as soon as they got there. This team felt like a first-round exit type of team, and I said that. Now, I wasn't sure if the 49ers were going to be able to deliver on that. And I honestly didn't think they would be able to deliver on it. But I knew they were capable. I didn't think they would deliver on that, though. But this is who they've been all season. They've been a team that struggled to score the football. They've been a team that has really not given up a lot of explosive plays, and their defense has been the catalyst. So it's not a surprise to me that in a game in which their defense gets shredded, because outside of the 2 interceptions that they forced, they got shredded on defense. And I know, like Tom Brady talked about, you know, outside of some big plays, but the Eagles don't give up big plays. So that makes a difference. That's a big deal because they generally don't give up explosives. They make you earn everything. And the 49ers were getting explosive plays in this game. And they were walking it down the field systematically. And McCaffrey, while he didn't have gaudy run numbers, he did just enough to keep them on schedule, especially in the second half. First half, there was really next to nothing there on the ground. But in the second half, he started to find little lanes, and he started to make things happen. And I always loved Kyle Shanahan's screen game. Him and Sean McVay are the two best in the league at the screen game. And he throws the McCaffrey screen. I thought that had more meat on the bone, to be honest. But that's no here nor there. They just started to get active, and the Eagles really did not have an answer for this Kyle Shanahan coached offense. And so you knew if it came down to the Eagles offense having to win them this game, they were in trouble. Hurts, another sub 200-yard passing performance, because guess what? When you and we had this conversation earlier this season when they played the Chargers. When you force Jalen Hurts to have to drive, I looked at Jalen Hurts and I dangled the keys out. I said, hey, man, here you go. You got to drive, bro. I handed him the key. Hey, you got to drive, bro. He looked at me terrified. Me? I got to drive? Yeah, you. Saquon limping around. Run game ain't going to get it done for you in this game. You got to drive, bro. You ready? He's like, I mean, I guess. And you can sit there and try to kill A.J. Brown. You overcame those drops. And look, shout out to Arthur Juan Brown. This might be it for him in Philadelphia, too. I don't know. Like, it feels like they need him, though. So as much shit as Eagles fans might want to talk about Arthur Juan Brown, they need him. And I love A.J. Brown. And I didn't have any issues with Nick Sirianni getting on him. He dropped that pass. He was taking too long to get off the field. They were almost in violation with 12 men on the field because he took so long to get off. That's why he was running over there screaming at him, get your ass off the field. Don't drop the bitch and then mosey your way off the field. Get your mother ass off the field. Littering my field with footballs and shit and then want to walk. Get your ass off the field. But he had some costly drops, but they overcame those costly drops. But Hurts had to go win him the game. He had to go win him the game. And instead of him seeking out Arthur Juan Brown one-on-one when the 49ers did decide to be aggressive in blitz, he's looking up Jahan Dotson. Have you lost your damn mind? Oh, you want to lose. You throwing it to Lottie Dottie? He don't want to potty. He don't cause trouble, and he damn sure don't catch on nobody. That's who you looking up? Well, guess what? You got what you asked for. Hurts is a passenger, always has been, always will be, but he'll always have this on his jacket: Super Bowl MVP and champion. Can't take that away from him. Can't take it away from him. But when we get into these discussions of who's who and what's what, always remember how this shit goes. When the run game is popping and everything's going sweet, Jalen Hurts is one of the best in the business. But when they got to have it, and there's no support from anything other than you, no defense ain't getting it done. You got to go out and do it yourself. No run game for you to lean on. You got to do it yourself. This is the end result. He didn't play poorly today. Hurts didn't play poorly. He just didn't play well enough. Made some throws that should have been caught. But that one that he missed to Devontae Smith, got to have it. I got to have that one. It was too damn high. Ultimately, they didn't lose this game because of Jalen Hurts. We love to make everything a referendum, but he could have made some more plays. And he really didn't use his legs today. Didn't have to, because the 49ers don't get a lot of pressure on the quarterback. But we make everything a referendum on Jalen Hurts, which is probably not fair to him. But, this is a quarterback-driven league. When you win, the quarterback gets all the praise and the credit. When you lose, same thing. This was really more so on this Eagles defense, to be honest. Because if your defense is what you say it is, when Jake Elliott kicked that field goal with about 6:38 left in this game, and you go up 19-17, if your defense is what you say it is, with them down a receiver, multiple receivers, with them down their best tight end, one of their best playmakers in George Kittle, and no run game which to speak of, go in the game. Go win it on defense. Go put this shit away. Finish the job. And I'll tell you another thing that sucks if you're the Eagles. Jake Elliott. That's another guy that you're probably going to have to start asking questions about, because similar to what we talked about with freaky-ass McManus yesterday, if he makes the extra point, you only need a field goal to tie the game up. And again, both kickers missed an extra point. I contended that Kyle Shanahan lost his mind for a second, because what's the difference between 4 and 5 in this situation? There isn't one. But you know what there is a difference between? 4, 5, and 6. 6 puts you in a position where Jake Elliott, who already missed an extra point, would have had to attempt another extra point had the Eagles scored a touchdown to beat you. With these 36-mile-an-hour wind gusts, you really needed. Can you pause the game for me? Can you pause the game? You really needed to go for 2, go up 6. Because, look, he missed the extra point anyway. Hindsight is 20/20, but I was saying this before they even missed the extra point. Go for 2. On a night where the conditions are less than ideal for place kickers, make the Eagles have to kick an extra point, even if they scored a touchdown, to try and beat you. Make them have to kick the extra point. Maybe he'll miss. They kicked the extra point and they missed themselves, but it didn't come back to haunt them. But again, I'm just sitting there doing simple math. 6 is a big difference from 5 or 4. 5 and 4 are the same thing. You go up 5, you kick the extra point, you go up 5, you still lose with a touchdown without the extra point. You go for 2, you don't get it. It's a 4-point lead. You still lose with a touchdown. It don't matter. 4 and 5 are the same thing. 6 is that magic number, because it forces them to have to execute a play that they already failed at earlier in the game. So I thought Kyle dropped the ball there, but that's no here nor there. It didn't come back to haunt them, right? Ultimately, they still won the game, but the defense didn't get it done. They had a shot. And I think, and they got a little banged up there towards the end. Saquon was a little banged up. Jordan Davis was a little banged up. I think I saw Devontae Smith hobbled a little bit. A.J. Brown's hobbled a little bit during the game. So they got a couple of nicks and bruises, but ultimately they did the things that they did in the regular season, and they just didn't get away with it this time. This looked just like the Packers game. This looked just like the Lions game. This looked just like all of the games that they eked out, low scoring slugfest that they somehow managed to win. And you go, that shit ain't sustainable. The only difference is they were going up against a guru in Kyle Shanahan that wasn't going to allow them to win a game 13-7. Wasn't going to allow them to win some bullshit on some 13-10 shit. Nah, you got to actually score some points if you're trying to win. You got to score up over 20. We know the Eagles they're allergic to scoring up over 20. Now you got to score over 20, bro, if you want this one. They couldn't do it. So this one was on the defense at the end, because all year long you spoiled this team into thinking that 19 points should be able to win a game. You got them thinking that. So you got to make 19 shake. But the only thing that was shaking at the end of this game was ass. So the Eagles are heading home. I mean, I got an extra ticket to Cancun. If you want it, let me know. Okay, have you out on the first flight in the morning. Let me know. DM me. You want that ticket? I got you. A lot of questions in the offseason. Because right now, if you come back with this shit as is, you don't make any alterations to it. I love where we sit, because this Eagles team don't scare nobody. Kevin Patullo ain't getting better as a play caller. Your weapons are your weapons. Like, this Eagles team is what they are. So if you just come back as is, this shit ain't going to just magically get better next year. Changes probably have to be made, and we'll see if they decide to make any changes this offseason. Normally, when the Eagles don't win the Super Bowl or don't go to the Super Bowl, changes happen. They're one of those types of organizations that they expect to win the Super Bowl every year. They've got real expectations. Good for them. We'll see what they decide to do, but it wasn't good enough today. But let's be honest, the offense hadn't been good enough all season long, and it finally caught up with them. And I wonder if Nick Sirianni benefited from not going after the 2 seed. I really think they made a mistake. I'm not saying that they would have beat the Green Bay Packers, but maybe you would have beat the Green Bay Packers. You played them once before. Your defense stifled them. I'd much rather go after the Green Bay Packers, Matt LaFleur and Jordan Love, than Kyle Shanahan and Brock Purdy and Christian McCaffrey. That's for damn sure. You had a much better chance of holding those bastards to 13 points and winning this game 17-13 than a Kyle Shanahan coached offense. But that's just me. But you decided that the 2 seed wasn't important. It wasn't important enough for you to put your starters out there in week 18. You didn't care about 2 seed, 3 seed. We just need to be healthy. We don't give a shit who we play. That was the attitude and the mindset that they adopted. Like they was like that. I found that shit to be hilarious, by the way. Oh, we don't care who we play or where we play. We just need to be healthy. We'll beat anybody. Like they like that. Last year, you was on that type of time. This year, you needed all the damn stars to align, and you needed to be the 2 seed. And you decided, 2 seed is cool. 3 seed is cool. We don't care. All right. Take your ass home. Take your ass home. Na 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 na. Hey, hey, hey. Goodbye. All right, y'all. Let's get a word from one of our sponsors. We'll get to the comment section, and then we will get you out of here. There's a game going on outside no man is safe from. Sleeper. Sleeper is the best way to experience and connect over sports together. It's a one-stop shop for all your sports needs. You can celebrate and chat on games in real time with other users, get the fastest scores, blazing fast news and alerts right at your fingertips, play in fantasy leagues, and win real money on pick contests. So enjoy sports the way they were meant to, together. Download the #1 sports app today. Predict the hottest football stats like passing yards, receiving yards, touchdowns, interceptions, and much more to cash in on your daily fantasy football skills. Use promo code LTN, and Sleeper will match your first deposit up to $100. Terms and conditions apply. See Sleeper's terms of use for details. Currently operational in over 25 states. Check out Sleeper today. Sleeper. All right. Big shout out to Sleeper for sponsoring this stream. And hopefully, if things go well tonight, I'll be able to purchase more tickets to Cancun on Sleeper's dime. Y'all pray for the kid. Let's get to the comment section real quick, see what you guys have to say. Jorn, thank you for the super chat. Greatly appreciate you. Thank you for being a member of the MOBB. Jorn writes, God is good all the time. God is good all the time. All the time. Niners fan, thank you for the super chat. Greatly appreciate you. Who writes, Lou, oh my effing God, best win in Kyle Brock's career. What did I say? I said, I don't think this is the most significant win of Kyle's career. Obviously, he's won games to send him to the Super Bowl, but this is the best win he's ever had. Given the circumstances on the road against that team, I've already explained why this was the best win. Easy. We are on the same page, Niners fan. We are on the same page, my guy. This is the best win of his coaching career, if you ask me. And this could propel them to big things. I don't trust this defense moving forward, but I can tell you this. I trust you to go to Seattle and beat their ass next week. And if you do that, you're one game away. You probably going to see those damn Rams. You probably going to see those damn Rams in the NFC Championship game again, like you did back in 21 or 20. Yeah, 21. Maybe this time it'll be different. We'll see. Abel Ambrosio, been a member for 38 months. Salute. Cry, Eagles, cry. Let's go. Woo! Hell yeah. Corin Smith, thank you for the super chat. Greatly appreciate you. Thank you for being a member of the MOBB who writes, Lou, it's loss or Michael leaving Dallas? Choose. Michael leaving Dallas, of course. Like, this is just one game. Michael leaving Dallas has more of an impact long-term than this one game for the Eagles. Had they won this game, they probably was going to lose next week anyway. Like, they weren't winning the Super Bowl this year. They weren't winning the Super Bowl this year. So, give me Michael leaving Dallas. That's way bigger than this one game, for sure. Getting him out of the division was crazy. Never thought that was going to happen. Miss Perry, been a member for 51 months. Celebrate! Who writes? I love it. I love it. Renell Winchester, thank you for the super chat. Greatly appreciate you. Who writes, no more Super Bowl for the Eagles. No more Super Bowl for the Eagles. You know what they can do? Pack their things and go. Go, 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 go. Pack their things and go. Go, 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 go. Pack their things and go. Go, 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 go. Pack their things and go. Go, 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 go. Wind Irish, been a member for 12 months. Congratulations on your 1 year. Annie writes, EAGLES suck. I love it. I love it. The Great Watubi, been a member for 52 months. Celebrate. Who writes, nice outfit, Lou. I'm just over here sunning and funny, man, enjoying the playoffs, anticipating more company out on the beach with me, sipping Mai Tais, enjoying the breeze off of this excellent, beautiful Cancun waves. That's all. Appreciate it. King Cobra K, thank you for the super chat. Greatly appreciate you. Who writes, Josh Johnson broke them, laughing my ass off. 7th pick with worth it. Hey, however you want to phrase it, man. Hey, Josh Johnson broke them, winning that game, landing the 7th pick. I would have rather had the 5th pick, but again, if you would have told me I had to choose between the 5th pick in the draft and them winning this game and potentially going on next week and winning it, ended up in the NFC Championship game, or the 7th pick in the draft, landing the Eagles or landing the 49ers as the 3 seed and losing, and I'll probably just take the 7th pick in the draft too. Josh Johnson broke them. Hilarious. Door Gunner, thank you for the super chat. Greatly appreciate you. Thank you for being a member of the MOBB. Door Gunner writes, F the Eagles. Amen to that. Amen to that. F them. Mr. Rogers, thank you for the super chat. Greatly appreciate you. My guy, Uncle Jay, thank you for being a member of the MOBB, who writes, God is good, y'all. All the time. All the time. Won't he do it? Won't he do it? I usually try to keep him out of these affairs, man. But he good all the time. Duncan Wright, thank you for the super chat. Greatly appreciate you. Duncan writes, don't be acting like you and your boys had anything to do with this, and I hate your hat. Hey, I got an extra ticket to Cancun. You want to roll? Just let me know. DM me, Duncan. I can even get you some drinks on the flight. Let me know. You'll be wasted before you even touch down in Cancun. I know that's your style. Let me know. Swaggy P, thank you for the super chat. Greatly appreciate you. My guy, Swaggy P, thank you for being a member of the MOBB, who writes, cry, Eagles, cry on the road to misery. I love it. What makes it better? They lost to an injury-riddled Niners team. Talk about it, Swaggy P. Talk about it. Preach, brother. Preach. Sirianni using his timeout late costed him. I was saying, but so there's two different school of thoughts there. Because I thought the same thing. Like, if you don't convert this, you'll still get a chance to get the ball back. It's going to still be a long shot to score a touchdown, but at least you'll get a chance to possess the football again. But you're also in a position where you may not get back down here again. So instead of you worried about having 3 timeouts, rushing to the line of scrimmage and just, snapping the ball and not being in the best look for the play you're trying to run, let's calm down, get our best play, make sure we all on the same page, because we convert this, there's a good chance we're going to score a touchdown and possibly win the game. So I get it. There's two schools of thoughts. I was of the mindset, hey, get your ass out there, snap that ball. So if we don't convert, they can't just take knees. You never know what happens. Somebody fumble the ball. They fumble the center quarterback exchange. You just never know what happens. Make them snap it 3 times and run plays. Who knows what could happen. You can get a punt return. You get a punt block. The Eagles be having all kinds of crazy shit happen on special teams. Just make them do it again. Make them have to punt the ball. Anything. But, yeah, I totally get it. Also, B-Rob returning kicks is a nasty look. Hashtag ha. Look, they said to themselves, we going to get the most out of this B-Rob trade. If he can't get on the field because Christian McCaffrey is eating up all the snaps, we going to find a way to utilize his ass. So they put him back on kickoffs. I ain't mad at it, but I damn sure ain't glad at it. That's for sure. The Black Al B, thank you for the super chat. Greatly appreciate you. Thank you for being a member of the MOBB. My guy, Black Al B, writes, what it do, Lou? What up, Black Al B? Says, hey, make sure you let them pigeons get the window seat, those bastards. Yes, sir. They ain't getting no damn window seat. You sit in the aisle. I'm the window seat. I control the window, whether it's up or down. I'm running the show. They don't get no options over here. Sit in the damn aisle. John Cedillo, thank you for the super chat. Greatly appreciate you. Thank you for being a member of the MOBB. My guy, John C. writes, what's up, Lou? What's up, John? Excellent game tonight, man. The entire Wildcard Weekend has been, this is the best we've ever seen. We can just go on record by saying this is the best we've ever seen right here. I got no love for San Francisco, but I'd rather they win the division or win versus Philly. F those old dirty bastards. Philly is the only team I can't stand in the division. I think a lot of fans probably feel that way. I think most fans of other teams either hate Dallas too, right? But Philly's the one, right? They're the one. Their fans are obnoxious for the most part. So, yeah, if there was any fan base that was the worst in this division, it'd be Philadelphia for sure. Jay Gruden, thank you for the super chat. Greatly appreciate you. Who writes, can we please get a wellness check on Lloyd Brunson? He's fine. I talked to him already. He's fine. He's fine. I think he already knew this year what was going to happen, which is why he wasn't pressed to do the Super Friends videos. Like, he was down. Like, when we tried to coordinate, he was like, yeah, I'm ready. Y'all let me know when y'all trying to do it. And the schedules just weren't aligning. He was down, but I think he knew, like, they ain't shit. They ain't shit. The only thing he could take solace in is that the rest of us won't shit. So it's hard for us to talk some shit because they was the only team in the playoffs. But he knew they wasn't going to stay long. He knew they weren't going to stay long. I texted him and he said, hey, we was already on the flight to Cancun at halftime, bro. He already knew what time it was. No name here today. Thank you for the super chat. Greatly appreciate you. Right. Y'all remember when the Eagles fans tried to convince themselves they were playing the long game on offense and it would turn on in the playoffs? Look, when you are stuck in a state of delusion, right? Because you're trying to convince yourself that we've been here before, it'll turn on, the switch will flip on. Because look, they've been to the playoffs every year. They've been to the Super Bowl twice in the last 3 years. So in their minds, yeah, we're going to turn the switch on when it's time. We're going to turn the switch on when it's time. But anybody that's been watching this team that's objective knew there ain't no switch. Your offensive coordinator is Kevin Patullo. There ain't no switch, bruh. You just got to hope your run game comes to life and the defense continues to be stifling. That's what's going to give you a chance to win. But as I've been talking to people, smash mouth football. My guy, Base for Zion, I keep telling them, you got to be able to throw the ball. You try and win a game in the playoffs. Smash mouth football is cool, but it only gets you but so far, man. You got to be able to throw the football. You got to be able to throw the football. It's not a coincidence that the teams with the quarterback that had the most passing yards in all of these wildcard weekend games all advanced, and the team with the least amount of pass yards lost. I don't think that's an accident. Door Gunner, thank you for the super chat. Greatly appreciate you. Double up. Thank you for doubling up. Who writes? Jennings throws better than Hurts. That was a good ass pass. I ain't gonna hold you. That was a good ass pass. Hurts threw some dimes tonight. Guys sold them. Voices of Martians. Thank you for the super chat. Greatly appreciate you. Thank you for being a member of the MOBB. Who writes? This was a phenomenal weekend for my hate watches. First, the Packers collapsed in epic fashion. Then the shitbirds blow it. Celebrate! Yeah, this was pretty damn awesome. I must say. The Blackout Beat. Thank you for the super chat. Greatly appreciate you. Double up. Thank you for doubling up. Who writes? Niners have broke the Rocky statue curse to celebrate. May those winged rats rest in piss. Amen to that. Amen to that. Shadow Striker 789. Thank you for the super chat. Greatly appreciate you. Thank you for being a member of the MOBB. Who writes? You see Big Dom catch a ball on the sidelines. Yeah, we saw that. Better hands than Mr. Arthur Wan. Yeah, Brady said he wanted to see him catch it with his hands, though. It was a body catch, but he caught it, though, which is more than what Arthur Wan can say. All those QBs get 4 games, have had game-winning drives. I guess Mr. Elite Winner couldn't join that list. Hashtag bird down. I mean, he's been outstanding. Look, I got to give Jalen Hurts his credit about his success in the postseason. But again, a lot of those, he might as well have been in a stroller or he might as well have been in a wheelbarrow and he was being carried. Now, like I said, he saved his best for last in the Super Bowl both times. But getting to the Super Bowl both of those years, he really was carried. And this year, there was no carrying going on. He was going to have to be the catalyst. And that's just not who he is. Cruising 26. Thank you for the super chat. Greatly appreciate you. Cruising 26 writes, Louie T, is your dad from St. Croix or St. Thomas? My family is from the Virgin Islands. I've said this numerous times. My entire family is from St. Thomas, Virgin Islands. We've had these conversations. You might not have been in on those particular videos, so not going to chastise you. Yes, my family is from the Virgin Islands. Duncan Wright, Thank you for the super chat. Greatly appreciate you. Double up. Thank you for doubling up. Who writes, at least we won the Super Bowl last year. Your last one was 1986. At least we won. You want a gold star for winning the Super Bowl last year? Did you win it this year? Did you win it this year? Go eat your wide burger and your French fries over there in peace, man. Crying. Go cry over there, man. Voices of Martians. Thank you for the super chat. Greatly appreciate you. Double up. Thank you for doubling up. Cry, Eagles, cry on the road to misery. Bed shitting time couldn't stop McCaffrey. Got a sack? No, it's not. Holding on, Cooper DeJean. Cry, Eagles, cry. You a bitch, Sirianni. IGGLES. Eagles. I love it. I love it. I love the part about you got a sack. No, it's not. Hold by Cooper DeJean. Good one. Good one. Off to another world. Thank you for the super chat. Greatly appreciate you. Writes, first class seats to Cancun and Cabo already booked. Where y'all going, Eagles? First round losses mess up vacation plans. Cowgirls got mad travel points. Again, I got an extra ticket. If you need it, let me know. I could pull some strings when you get there, get you into a room, have you living a good life, man. Let me know what you're trying to do. JP, thank you for the super chat. Thank you for being a member for 23 months. Who writes, down goes Philly. No Eagles repeat. Can't wait for all the excuses from Birds fans why they lost. AJ Brown, you're done in Philly, buddy. This one feels a little bit different. This offseason feels like it could be a little bit different, right? Feels like he could be gone. Feels like he could be gone. They need AJ Brown, though. Like, you can't just get rid of AJ Brown and not have someone to replace him. He's such an integral part of what they do. So if they're going to move on from him, they need a replacement for him. So we'll see what happens. Duncan Wright. Thank you for the super chat. Greatly appreciate you. Duncan Wright writes, you all scrubs. Are you done with those French fries? You done with that wham burger? Huh? You need a drink? Huh? You need a drink. Take a little bit of the edge off. It hurt, don't it? You need a drink? I got you. Hey, can we get one? 2 Alabama Slammers. They both for him. She got you, bro. You good. You good, bro. I got you. Don't worry. I'm going to show you what it's like to enjoy the offseason. Come on. Come with me. I got you. Come on, Duncan. I got you, bro. Captain Obvious. Thank you for the super chat. Greatly appreciate you. Thank you for being a member of the MOBB who writes, Eagles offense, buffering. Buffering. Loading. Loading. Still waiting. That loading bar is vicious. Captain Obvious, thank you for the super chat. Greatly appreciate you. Double up. Thank you for doubling up. Who writes, Eagles season ended like a group project. Late, messy, and somebody disappeared. Good one. Good one. Except this one didn't end with somebody finding a way to put the shit together for you to get an A. They failed this group project. Billy D. Marcus. Thank you for the super chat. Greatly appreciate you. Billy D. Marcus. Thank you for being a member of the MOBB who writes, what's up, Lou? What's up, Billy D? I hope bliggity blah and Senate were watching that use check usage. It's funny. Rio texted me, what would Ben Sinnott be in this 49ers offense. I said, you already know the answer to that with a bunch of laughing emojis. And he sent back all pro. I said, look, man, we already know what Ben Sinnott is, man. We just don't know how to use them right. So you saw how you're supposed to use Kyle Juszczyk. You saw the use for him. And you saw how to use Ben. That's how you're supposed to use Ben Sinnott. Ben Sinnott ain't no real tight end, man. He an H-back. He a fullback. Who we kidding? He even looked like his body type even looked like it. Burger FML. Thank you for the super chat. Greatly appreciate you. Who writes, I hope their all pros are all packed for vacation. Yeah. Hey, look, I do got to give some love to Quinyon Mitchell, though. He cooked tonight. He cooked. He can take those 2 interceptions and he could put that in his suitcase as well. They can go to Cancun with him. But he did play well. He gave him a shot, but it wasn't enough. It wasn't enough. The Cruising 26. Thank you for the super chat. Greatly appreciate you. Double up. Thank you for doubling up. Who writes? Cool. My dad is also from St. Thomas, a.k.a. The Rock. Absolutely, it is The Rock. And I'm from St. Croix. Cool. People from St. Croix are called Cruisins. Good to know. Yeah. I got family all over the islands. As a matter of fact, I was just there last year. That's the last time I'd been. Got family members in town. I got family members in country. I'm all over the place, man. We all over that island, bro. So, yeah, man. I've talked about that on various, shows on my channel, but you probably weren't present for those. So, yeah, man. It's always good to meet somebody or talk to somebody else who either is from the island or has family members that are there, because we can share experiences and things that other people just can't relate to. So it's pretty cool. I've had a couple of interactions with people who are either from the island themselves or have relatives that are. And so we've been able to have some of those conversations. So, yeah, it's pretty cool, man. Shout out to you and yours for sure. Anyway, that's going to do it for me, your man Louie T, here on this installment of Wildcard Weekend Overtime. Niners shock the Eagles 23-19. Big win for Kyle Shanahan. I think it's his best win of his head coaching career. Now, can this win propel him to bigger things this season? We'll see. For the Eagles, it was a tumultuous year filled with ups and downs, more ups than downs, but it felt like this was going to be the end result no matter what. It felt like a crash and burn type of situation, and that's exactly what happened in the first round of the playoffs. Drop passes, penalties, mistakes, you name it, they did it, and it ultimately cost them this football game as they lose to the 49ers 23-19. A lot of questions in this offseason, not a ton of answers right now. But as always, I expect the Eagles to retool. But guess what? For the meantime, pack your things and go, 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 go. Pack your things and go, 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 go. Pack your things and go, 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 go. Cancun! Yay, yay! I'll see you guys for the conclusion of Sunday's triple header of Wildcard Weekend. And if these first 4 games are any indication of what this nightcap between the Patriots and the Chargers is supposed to be, we are in for one whale of a ball game. Maybe this will be the stinker. I keep waiting on something to be a funky stinker. This could be it. I don't think it will be, but we will see. Until next time, you guys, enjoy the rest of your evening. Hopefully you'll come back and see me after Chargers Patriots. If not, celebrate! The Eagles are on the couch. The Eagles are making that trip to Cancun. The Eagles will not, I repeat, not be repeating as Super Bowl champions. How sweet it is. Blickety bow. Get them out of here. Shout out to the San Francisco 49ers who have squarely put themselves in the mix, and they'll be heading to Seattle to take on the Seahawks. We'll see if they can get it done. You guys have a good one. Peace. 2 tickets to Cancun. I'm at the front desk, reserving your room. 2 tickets to Cancun. Pack